All right, guys, so I'm going to be showing you how to add decimals. So here are some example problems. First, we have 2.46, or if you want to read it correctly, 2 and 46 hundredths plus 33 and 6 tenths. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to line up the decimal points. So we have 2 and 46 hundredths on the top. It doesn't matter which one you put on top, by the way, for addition. And the next thing I'm going to do is, before I even write this second number, I'm actually going to place a decimal point first. And that's going to help me guide where to put these other numbers. So I see 33 right here is to the left of the decimal point. So I'm going to put 33 over here. And then this 6 tenths right here, I'm going to put right after the decimal point. Now notice how my numbers are all lined up in columns. This is what I want to see you guys doing too. You don't need to draw these lines, but I do want to see that your work is lined up like that. And then you're going to set up the rest of your addition. Now the next thing I want you guys to do is to fill in the gaps. You see these weird gaps right here? Fill it in with zeros. It's going to help you a lot when we do subtraction. So just fill them all in, make it look nice. And then the next thing you do, before you even start adding, I want you to drop this decimal point straight down into the sum right here. Do not forget to do that. That should be the very first thing you do before you even start adding, right? So let's start adding. We start from the smallest place value, which is the hundredths, all the way on the right. 6 and 0 is going to give us 6. 4 and 6 is going to give us 10, so we're going to regroup here. 1 and 2 is 3. 3 and 3 is 6. And then 0 and 3 is 3. So your final answer is 36 and 6 hundredths. Over here, we have another example problem. We have 24 and 24 hundredths plus 5. So first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to write 24 and 24 hundredths. Now you might notice this 5 doesn't really have a decimal point right now, but hopefully you remember that every whole number can be written with a decimal at the very end right there. So I'm going to do the same thing I did in the last problem. I'm going to place a decimal point, and then I'm going to put a 5. 5 is on the left decimal point right here. And then I'm going to fill in the gaps with zeros, just like before. So 0, 0, and then a 0 up here in the front, just to make it look nice. And then I'm going to add. Remember, before you add, you got to drop that decimal point down, just to have it ready for yourself. And then this, it's going to be 4 hundredths, 2 tenths, 9 ones, and 2 tenths, for a total of 29 and 24 hundredths. So last problem we have 3 and 46 hundredths, and we're going to add right here. This is 267 thousandths. So first, I'm going to place a decimal point, and then I'm going to put the 0, and then the 267. I'm going to line it up with the top numbers. Fill in the gaps with zeros. Make sure you bring down the decimal like before. And then we're going to add, starting from the smallest place value, which is a thousandths this time, so 7 thousandths. This is going to give us 12 hundredths. Regroup 1 tenth up there. 5, 2, 7 tenths, and then 3 ones. So our final sum is going to be 3 and 727 thousandths, or 3.727.